if you're a personal trainer stuck between 2 to 4 grand a month, or you've got at least 10 or 15 clients, I want to talk to you about something that is probably holding you back. And a lot of coaches hate to admit this, but after years of coaching and years of talking to other coaches, I've noticed something that separates the poor coaches or the poorer coaches versus the coaches that are making a lot more money online. When I say a lot more money, I'm talking 10, 15, 20K per month. And the differences are quite stark, but it all starts in one place, and it is this part right here in your head. Okay. And it's the mindset. Now, there's a book out there called Money Mindset. I have not read it, but this is just my own experience of what it takes to have a money mindset as a coach. As we know, especially as people in the gym who work out and look after ourselves, the mind pretty much controls everything. If you get your mind right, everything else is a bit easier. It flows a bit smoother. And even if you talk to athletes, what do they say? They say, hey, I had to get my mind right. Once I got my mind right, everything else worked out perfectly. So I want to talk to you about how you can actually now build your own money mindset as a coach. And obviously this is very specific because I know a lot of PTs, and this is really aimed at you guys who are stuck and you want to make more money. You have ambitions of scaling your coaching business and getting 20, 30 clients online and no longer working for a gym or paying rent or being bossed around. Like, those are the things you want to have. You don't want to put on gloves and spray down machines anymore. I get that. But your mindset is not allowing you to get to where you want to get to. And I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. So for context, this video is aimed at those of us who are blessed enough to be in the Western world with opportunities. So that's the UK, USA, Europe, blah, blah, blah. And we have access to things. So this is not aimed at obviously people that are in a bit more difficult circumstances, of course, because it wouldn't be fair to say that. But for those of us that have had a ton of opportunities, equal opportunities, that this is relevant. So most poor people, yeah, they think that money's evil. They don't like to talk about money. They think it's wrong to talk about money. They're almost against money. And I used to be one of those people. I used to think, I don't want to talk about money, but I had to get real with myself that unfortunately, as much as I'm not really materialistic, this life, it is what it is. I have to have money to then have the freedom to do the things that I want to do. So for me, money is about freedom. It's not even about like looking fancy. Yeah, I've got a BMW, but I don't care about that stuff really. Like, I just have the money for freedom. That's what I want money for, to have the freedom to do as I please. And I don't have to do what other people tell me to do. That's literally it. That is literally it. So what I want to talk about is where most people are at right now and what I've observed over time. So, you could be a coach, and I talked to a ton of PTs who have literally seen no growth in their business in the last 2 to 3 years. Like, they've been coaching on the gym floor for years, and they're literally in the same space they were in years ago. Like, they're in the same gym box or the same gym group. They're in the same Pure Gym. They're in the same Lifetime Fitness or LA Fitness. I don't even know whatever the gyms are these days, They're in the same spot for the last 2 or 3 years with no business growth. That is crazy to me. Like, year on year, your business should be growing. I don't even care if it's 1%. Like, year on year, your business should be growing, because year on year, everything gets more expensive. So you need to be getting more expensive. Your time should become more valuable. Like, everything should become more valuable year on year. Right now, I see too many coaches that are literally in the same exact spot they were in a year ago, which is not right. Now, a lot of coaches are still trading time for money, which is not a bad thing if your time is very, very valuable. Like, okay, if you charged $5,000 an hour, then hell yeah, trade your time for money, mate. I would do it too. But if it's not, and you're still charging 40, 30 pound a session, that's going to keep you limited, right? That's not a money mindset. That's not how you're going to overcome a barrier. A lot of coaches, and this is a very big one, is they suffer with negative self-talk. We talk to people about how to get in shape, right? And we say to them, hey, if you don't believe you can get in shape, you're not going to get in shape. If you don't believe you can squat 100 kilos, you're never going to squat 100 kilos. If you wake up and you always talk to yourself negatively, then guess what? Negative things happen. But coaches are hypocrites, and they do the same exact thing. When I say that, they say things like, I'm not good with tech, or I don't want to post content. I'm scared of getting in front of camera. What are people going to say? What if people don't like me? What if I fail? What if I don't make sales? What if I don't make money? This is expensive. Like, when you say those kind of things, that's not a money mindset. That's someone that lacks belief in themselves when they say things like this. And I don't say things like this. You will not catch me saying things like this. It doesn't matter. Because I had a friend who said this to me, and I'll never forget it, right? When you say things, you're casting spells, hence the word spell in spelling, okay? So when you say things, you're casting spells. So all this talk about, I'm not good at this and I'm not good at that and I don't want to get in front of cat, like, you got to scratch all of that, because that's not how you're going to get forward in life. Obviously, I come from a place where I come from a competitive background. I played 10 years at Crystal Palace, went to the States, played more football out there. My competitiveness does not allow me to say things like that. So when I hear it from other people, I just cringe. I die inside a little bit. I don't want that for you. So another thing is that a lot of PTs, they play it small, man. They don't have major goals. They say things like, oh, I just want to be realistic. Come on, we can't be realistic. If we really, really want to take it to that mad level, we can't be realistic. We actually have to throw the realism out the window and really shoot for it. Let's aim for it. Let's aim for that 30K month. that 40K month, that 50K month. If you don't have the belief you can do it, you will never do it. And a big thing that a lot of PTs do is they don't invest in themselves. They don't have any mentors. All they do is pay for like qualifications. Oh, I'm going to get my nutrition qualification. I'm going to get this qualification. Qualifications don't make you money. All right. So they don't pay for mentors. They don't pay for courses. They have no self-belief. They're scared of taking risks. And that's something that limits them. And then they say things like, I'm going to try on my own. I want you to imagine a fitness client coming up to you, trying to lose weight. And then they've been trying to lose weight this whole time. You're trying to sell to them. Then they turn around and say, actually, you know what? Even though I've been trying for the last few years, I'm going to go and try on my own. That's what coaches sound like when they say when they don't want to invest in coaching. And that doesn't mean me. That could be anybody. Like, I don't care who you work with. But this thing that you can try on your own, it doesn't make sense because you're either going to lose time or you're going to lose money. And time for me is more valuable than money because I can't get the time back. So usually most people who have poor mindsets also have a lack of value of time because you're willing to waste more and more time to try and get somewhere. It's not for me. It could be for you, but it's not for me. Another thing is a lot of poor coaches or coaches that are not where they want to be, they don't invest in high earning skills. High earning skills, you know, like sales, marketing, creating content, email marketing, like these skills that are very, very high value, especially in the digital age. Like you have to actually learn how to develop those skills and they're very, very powerful for you and they will help you in the future. The skill set that you have right now is a reflection of where your income is. As your skill set increases, your bank account will increase too. So I want to repeat that line because it's very powerful. Your skill set that you have right now is a reflection of where your income is. As your skill set increases, your bank account will increase. So if you've got a very weak skill set, that is why you don't have money, okay? You need to be working and doing everything you physically can to improve your skill set so you can actually make more money, okay? And I know that sometimes that's hard to digest, but it's fair. The only reason I have X amount of money in my bank account is because of the skills I have right now. If I had more skills, I'd have more money. If I was a better boxer, I would beat Tyson Fury, yeah? And I'd be a millionaire, but I'm not, right? So you need to understand your skill set determines how much you're going to make in this life. Obviously, there are other factors, good luck, depending on what you choose to do, but I don't really believe in good luck. You create your own luck. So that's that. I have to put this in there for a second, but a lot of coaches are scared to take risk, right? And you have to think of it like this. If you want to become a millionaire or if you want to make six figures, you have to think, what does someone that makes six figures actually do? Do they take risk? The answer is probably yes. Do sports people think they can do it on their own? Majority of them, no, because they can't do it on their own. Most of them have coaches. Most of them have assistants. They have assistants in multiple formats because no one can do it on their own. I don't care what anyone says. Do extraordinary people talk to themselves negatively? No, they don't. Okay, they focus on winning. Okay, losers focus on losing. So if you've got a mindset that focuses on losing and a what if mindset, what if I fail? What if I don't make sales this month? What if then hey, you are going to fail. Okay, so that's that. Now, if you want to become a high level coach, you can't stick to the status quo. Yeah, the mindset of a winner has to be different to everybody else. Your mindset needs to be this. Your mindset needs to be a mindset that's willing to pay for speed. Because when you pay for coaching, you don't necessarily pay to be told what to do, or you don't pay for the info, but you pay for the speed because you want to get there quicker. If you don't, it's not that you can't get there, but would you rather get there in 6 months or 6 years? That's the difference when you pay for coaching. Okay, people that have money mindsets that achieve more things, they understand the benefit of self-development. They believe in self-development. They're willing to take risk. They don't view things as expensive, but instead they look at what is the return on investment if I make this purchase. For example, I talk to coaches every day. Some of them are scared to purchase our program. You know, they might be like, oh, that's expensive. Okay, cool. Right now, is what you're doing right now going to get you to where you want to get to? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And what you're paying for in your day-to-day life, is it going to get you to where you want to get to? The answer is probably no, but I need you to think of it like this. You need to start looking at things from an ROI perspective. Is this going to get me a return on my investment? Okay. Someone who actually does well in their life, they don't worry about the opinions of others. Okay. They do not worry about the opinions of others. There's a reason why a certain Mr. Tate was so famous and made so much money. He didn't care about what others thought. I'm not saying to use him as an example, but even more positive influencers, they don't care about what other people think. They're putting their truth out there. You have to be on that frequency. The next thing you need to think about is you can't be easily distracted. A lot of coaches are easily distracted and they get shiny object syndrome, hopping from one idea to the next without honing in on one skill, one thing for at least 3 to 6 months. Like they don't do it long enough, which is why they fail so often. If you want to have a money mindset, you got to focus on daily habits that actually matter. Daily habits that are moving you forward each day. It doesn't matter what business you're in or what you're doing, but you have to be doing something on a regular basis as part of a routine that moves you forward, steps closer to your goal. You need to be hungry for knowledge and consistent with your actions, okay? Now, if you're stuck doing the same thing over and over again and your business has not seen a minor increase over the last few years, you need to be honest with yourself and ask yourself like, yo, what is actually going on here? Like, what am I actually doing? Like, if I look at it on a macro scale, like, what am I actually doing weekly, daily, monthly actually, that was the wrong way around, to actually build my business and build my life, because you want to build a life. The business is the business, but the business needs to be based around your life. Okay. So that's really important. Now, there's an easy fix for this. Hire someone that's done what you want to do. That's the first step, because if they've done what you want to do, then they know something that you don't know. I would pay for that. Me, I pay for it. Trust me, I pay for it. Way too much money, but I paid for it. You could buy more courses. And when I say courses, I don't mean qualifications like nutrition qualification. I mean like courses to show you how to monetize the skills that you have right now or improve your skills. It's worth it. Leverage your current circumstances to make more money. That's another important aspect, which is going to help you big time. And then think of how you can improve your skill set in important areas: sales, marketing, content creation, client fulfillment, digital marketing, like emails and stuff like that, landing pages. Like, it depends what you do, but you want to work on these skills, because if you can improve these high value skills, you can make more money. Okay. This was a bit of a hard truth for some of you, especially for those of you that don't have a money mindset, and you say things like, oh, it's expensive, or, I've got to pay for my car, even though you're not actually making money right now. You're saying, yeah, I'll start later, but actually what you're doing right now isn't getting you to where you want to get to. Like, this is a bit more of a mindset shift that you need to have, because if not, then, you will stay broke, you will stay where you are, which is unfortunate, but that's actually where some people are just going to end up if they don't move forward in their life. And that's not working with me, that's working with anybody. Hopefully you find this useful. If you want this document, all you got to do is join our group, and that's it. Obviously, if you want to work with us as well, just book a call. But this call, make sure you're serious, make sure you actually want to build a business. If not, don't book a call, don't waste our time. Peace.